what's your favorite, my typical answer is they're all beautiful because they all offer something different, and it's very much true. But I've left my heart in a few places. Mexico is one. Iceland is another, and Iceland just has such an adventure. And if you are interested in chasing waterfalls and seeing kind of how the earth was created, because it's all fire and ice still there, it's a super cool place to go. And what's really neat about Iceland is you'll go see a waterfall and you'll go, man, that's the coolest daggone waterfall I've ever seen. You go to the next one, you go, whoa, now that's the coolest waterfall. And it just continues the entire trip because it's just so magnificent. And what's cool is that in the summertime, we can go with global warming or not global warming. I'm not going to get into that topic, but in the summer, the glaciers start to melt, right? And when that happens, the waterfalls just expand to these massive amounts. And then in the wintertime, if you're so lucky to see the Northern Lights, that's a gift in itself. Yeah. But the final answer to your question is Bali. I am a massive, massive fan of Bali. I've been to full moon parties there. I've rented a scooter and driven the whole island, chased every waterfall, had monkeys steal my wallets and my phones. It's a really unique place that's has an active volcano at the moment. And the day I heard that it was active and people were getting away from it was the day I started climbing it, because I wanted to see what it was like. And I'm still alive, which is great. But there was soot all around me. All the greenery was actually a grayish hue because of the soot that was coming out of the volcano while it was active. Bali is definitely one of my favorite places. Do you guys have any special places?
Go ahead, Gretchen. I got a few. I'll go second.
Yeah, it's kind of like you said. I mean, there's so many different parameters. I love the south of France and the Italian Riviera, San Remo, and I like the smaller places like Antibes and Jean Le Pen, and then I love Europe just overall. We traveled a good bit in Italy, so I always like those small little cities like towns like Lucca, and I was really big into the history. But here in the U.S., I loved going to the Grand Canyon. It was beautiful, but Niagara Falls was beautiful too. It's just, immerse yourself in the beauty that is just everywhere. So what about you, Ted?
Well, Niagara Falls isn't too far from us. Being in Detroit, we can cut through Canada. Typically you can do it in a little under 4 hours, so it's really not that far of a trip. I've traveled it quite a bit. Kind of down your way, Gretchen, I've really enjoyed the Carolinas, especially traveling for business. We do extremely well. We've been doing a lot in aerospace, so we've been doing really well in Charleston. Charleston's one of my favorite cities.
Well, come on down.
Yeah, no, I will be.
I've got some appointments ready for you.
And one of our largest customers is right over there, and you barely even leave the airport. It's kind of neat. So that's fun. I always enjoy Seattle. I know Seattle rains a ton, but I've been really blessed. Most of the trips I go out there, I seem to not run into too much rainfall. If you're in Seattle, I like getting all over the coast. I love running down to Portland. And then, you mentioned Mexico, Tony. Our family has friends that it's actually my wife's aunt and her sisters have property down in Playa del Carmen. And we go typically every year. I spent last Christmas there. We'll probably go again this year. So I just really enjoy doing it. I've been to Tuscany, hit that in Italy once. That was our honeymoon. That was absolutely amazing. And unfortunately, I haven't been back since. I'm not much of a world traveler, but it sounds exciting. I would love to do it more.
If you ever need a guide, you let me know.
Sounds good.
The Motor City tour of Italy.
After 5:30, I got the personal obligations I got to run to. But hopefully
Understood.
You guys keep chatting, and hopefully we can do this again, Tony. I love what you're doing out there, and I look forward to getting to know you better.
Pleasure's all mine, Ted. I appreciate you, and I'm sorry we ran a little long, but excellent conversation. It was good getting to know you a little bit better.
Perfect.
Tony,
Thanks, guys.
It was so nice to see you, and I look forward to learning more about you as well.
Sounds awesome, Gretchen. I will hope you talk more next time. I have more to learn about you.
Yeah, okay. We'll do the 20 questions. All right,
Awesome.
thanks so much. See ya.
Okay.
Cheers, guys.